Hello and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren from Lauren and the Books. I'm a vision in grey. Vision in grey. David? He's dancing with me. Cheek to cheek. I could do that for the rest of the video, but I'll save it. Today is a very quick video. I'll level with you. It's 5 to 10 on a Sunday night. I haven't filmed a video for Sunday yet, so it's going to be trying to get this out in time for Sunday not to be over. And I hadn't even planned anything. So I've made something up in my brain. It might have happened before in the booktube world. I haven't looked in to see if it has, but I'm doing something just as a sort of like show you some of the books I've got on my shelves in a rainbow spine way. Excuse me, these are heavier than I thought. Rainbow spine. So here I have picked a book with a red spine, an orange spine, a yellow spine, a green spine, a blue spine, indigo spine and a violet spine. How did you learn the rainbow colours when you were younger? Richard of York gave battle in vain. What's the other one?
Red and yellow.
Yeah, but that's not the right order. The song Red and... Oh no, has it only just come to you now that that's not in the right order?
There is no order.
There is an order.
There's no order.
So yeah, but anyway, I'm going to show you a book from each colour of the rainbow that has a colour of the spine, and I'm just going to talk you through. Some I've read, some I haven't, and then offer up the opportunity for some of you to do this. I'm going to have a bit of tea. It's been bloody boiling here all week. Today is the first day I've felt able to have a cup of tea. It's still too hot, I can't drink any of it, but we'll start with the red book. So the red spine I've got here is Sarah Pascoe's Animal. So this is an autobiography of Sarah Pascoe, but I looked on the French flap. Very, very nicely published this is. Published by Faber, I believe. I've got a couple published by Faber in here. And this, I'm told, it combines autobiography and evolutionary history to create a funny, fascinating insight into the forces that mould and affect modern women. This is a bit of feminist text. I'm very much looking forward to it. My friend Kate and my friends Kate and Alex have been to see her and said she was wonderful. And I'm looking forward to reading this. Really, really am looking forward to reading this. Hoping to get round to this pretty soon. The orange spine of the orange part of the oh no, see, because the thing is I want to keep these in order so I can show you at the end as well. How are we going to do this? We'll put that there. The orange spine of the orange part of the rainbow I've got here is Shylock Is My Name by Howard Jacobson. So this is I really, really love this. I haven't read this yet, but I'm really excited to read it, and I will. It's just so beautifully published. It is a retelling of The Merchant of Venice. So there's quite a few Shakespearean retellings out at the moment. One of the most famous one I'm thinking of is Vinegar Girl by Anne Tyler. And I think that's from the same range as this. It is. It's from Hogarth's Shakespeare range. And I love the publishing of this. I really like bright font on a duller background, so this is great, and this is lovely too. This is very luminous. I'm not sure how that will come across to you guys, but it's very luminous, take my word for it. And then the end papers are William Shakespeare with his quill, and then it's got the brightness coming through there as well. So this is a retelling. I will get round to it. I haven't yet, but I bloody well will. I've got so many books to get round to. Every time I do one of these videos, like where I'm showing books, I'm like, God, I must read those. It's just a guilt trip for me, guys. Guilt. The yellow spine of this banana, that's because it's yellow, of this rainbow spine book showing is Treats by Lara Williams. So here's this yellow spine. This is published by Freight. It is a short story collection that I'm told is all set in sort of modern world. Now, I'm still yet to find a short story collection that I've absolutely adored. And I saw Brittany from Under the Radar Books reviewing this. If I can find her review, I will link it down below. And I was like, oh God, I would really like to read that. So the publishers were kind enough to send it to me, and I feel very, very excited to read it. So this is another one I'm like, oh, I want to read this soon. But I do actually want to read this soon. So that's another one. So that's my yellow spine. The next book is green. The next colour is green in the rainbow. I keep wanting to say alphabet, but I do mean rainbow. And I've gone for this. I didn't have any green spines, and when I come to think of it, I don't think there's many green books out there. So I wonder if green. I've just thought of a bloody brilliant one that I could have put in, and I haven't. Jen Campbell's book, the bookshop book. That's a lovely green. Oh, that's a shame. But I picked this one anyway. So this is like a lighter green. Maya Angelou, I Know Why the Cage Bear Sings. Now, I've never read anything by Maya Angelou. And as I said, as I've been going on about my series of authors that I haven't read before that I am going to get around to reading, that I haven't read any Daphne du Maurier still, even though I've been saying I'm going to do it for 3 months. Maya Angelou is going to be somebody that appears in that series as well. So I've got 3 of her books. I Know Where the Cage Bear Sings. I think I've got a collection of... Thingy? You sneaking in? Collection of poetry, and I've got another book of hers as well. So I must get around to reading this. This is a very important book about race and feminism. It's an international classic, and Barack Obama himself says a truly phenomenal woman. So this is a book that I will get around to reading it, and that is my green spine. My blue spine is, and this is a book I bought with such excitement in my eyes when I saw it in the shelves that I was like, I was absolutely convinced I was going to go home and read it that very evening. I still haven't got around to reading it. It is Blue Spine, and this is one of the most beautiful books in the world. A Portable Shelter by Kirsty Logan. It is, look at it. So it's one of these like printed on hardbacks. I really like those because dust jackets are a bit of a pain. But these printed on hardbacks are just really some. I just realised I've got some, I've got a little very hungry caterpillar in there. And this is 13 interlinking short stories about a couple who are having a child, and they both vow to each other that they'll never tell the child any lies. So when the lady that's got the baby in her tummy is asleep, her partner tells the baby stories, and when her partner is at work, she tells the baby stories. So they tell the baby stories and promise that they'll never tell them any lies. So it's a really interesting concept, and it sounds like a great way to sort of pull some short stories together, and I feel very excited about that. As I said earlier with the Treats book, I still haven't found a collection of short stories that I've been like, this is amazing, that I feel that I could honestly, with my hand on my heart, like, tell somebody to read and know that there wasn't any in there that I was like, oh, that's a bit alright, but the rest of it, I want one that I could be like, everything's amazing! And I really want this to be amazing because the front cover's amazing. Look at those shells. I feel like a mermaid just looking at them. So that's my blue spine. Now this is when things get dicey because I don't really know the difference between indigo and violet. So I've just picked one sort of darker purple and one lighter purple, both of which are books that I've read. The first one is a play. It is Wonder.Land by Moira Buffini, which is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, sort of set in the modern world. Now, I didn't love this, I'll be honest. It was a bit frantic for me, and as a play reading it, I mean, I read it in like 20 minutes on my lunch break, so it's not a hard, it was very fine, very quick to read. But from what I understand, it's a lot of songs, and I feel like it was just a bit lost on me. And yeah, I didn't think it was great, but it has got a very nice, in fact the darkest purple spine on my bookshelf, so that is why it's come in here. And then finally my violet spine, which in my interpretation means lighter than indigo. I will look into this. See, this is how much research I put into this video. Soz guys, it does happen occasionally. And this is This One Summer by Gillian and Mariko Tamaki, which is a graphic novel which I absolutely adore. Actually, still got Super Mutant Magic Academy by then that I haven't read yet. And this is a graphic novel about 2 friends who go on holiday, from separate families. They go on holiday to the same place every year and they meet up, and one's called Windy and one's called Rose, I believe. Rose and Windy, yeah. And it's just really beautiful artwork. It's got this sort of like purple or violet, if you want to stick with the rainbow theme, sort of theme running throughout. It's just gorgeous hue, and these 2 girls just sort of have their same fun summer every single year, and then they're growing up, so they're sort of coming to terms with the fact that they're getting a bit different every year, and then they overhear some sort of like island gossip from where they're on holiday, and they have to decide what to do with that. So I really love that. So those are my rainbow spine books. Now I said I had them in the right order, but I haven't because the spines weren't pointing out the right way. So just talk amongst yourselves while I sort this bit out. There we go. So those are my rainbow spines. Now here we are. All of those beautiful rainbow spines, and I would love to see some of your rainbow spines. I love spines of books. I like to organise my books by colour, so when I was picking them out, it's quite fun to be able to be like, yeah, lovely, I'll pick that one, I'll pick that one, I'll pick that one. So this is lovely to see some spines. So if anybody feels like doing this, then please do it. It's just a nice little easy tag to do on a Sunday night at 10 past 10. And I would love to see any of the rainbow spines on your shelves, but in particular, Simon from Savage Reads, and Amy from Amy Jane Smith, show me your rainbow spines because I'd love to see them, and we've just been tagged in the same video before, so let's be tagged in it again. And my camera ran out of charge just before I said goodbye, but I'll see you all again on Wednesday for my booktube, my booktubeathon wrap up, and I'll see you then.